And you thought the gardens were gonna be less
shut
creepy.
up. Aren't you supposed to be punching things?
Come a little closer, and maybe I will.
That's it. Are you hurt?
The maze is overgrown.
Under the bickering. Do you hear it? That music. It's Lirianwe, my sister. She's here. Practicing in the hedge maze, just as she always did. Has she really been trapped here all this time? If she worked in sympathy with those that wish to forsake our family's legacy of necromancy, the curse I set upon this house would have trapped her here. No, it cannot be. Lirianwe would never do that to me. We need to reach her and learn more. I suppose you might use the soul cage to transfer my essence to that statue. I am more accustomed to animating organic matter, so I will require your direction. Point me to a weak spot, and I will use the statue to break through the hedge. You, I can depend on. Those other two seem preoccupied with their senseless bickering. Are they always like this? I shouldn't be surprised. This is the inherent nature of siblings from my experience. Oh, the quarrels Siluran and I used to get into. The way we used to tease our younger sister, Lirianwe. Yeah, it must be the same for you and your siblings. Yes, perhaps I sound like Gars by saying so, but I can sense as much in your temperament. It is a blessing to have those who have seen your worst side, know your truest self, and still stand by you anyway. Ready. Mark the way for me then.
He's going to smash the overgrown hedges? Come on. I could do that.
I think we'd still be waiting on you, Orbesh. Come on.
The day will be ours!
Noise of other spirits further in.
Very well. Guide me, and let us end this indignity quickly. Another step closer. Keep up, trespassers.
Is it reflecting to you guys? Letting someone else do all the hard work while you just tag along?
An original thought? Strung together all on your own? Orbesh, our parents will be so proud.
I am situated. I defer to your guidance, trespasser. Cease the bickering, trespasser. We're coming. Miriam Way is near. A party full of faces, familiar and
An
new.
outsider? How novel. Would you care for a dance? I've only had other spirits of Clan Coralania here, and it's no fun dancing with family. Oh, let me guess. You're here for the treasure, aren't you? Oh, would that I could tell you, newcomer. I died before I made it that far. Now I'm spending eternity with all my family, who thought they could circumvent the curse on this manor too. Ah well, at least there's music and dancing.
Outsiders. It feels like an eternity since I've seen anyone who wasn't a Coralania. How long has it been? Tell me, does our clan still survive? Did the three queens guide us to a new age free from the shackles of necromancy? Then our revolution was not for nothing. That fickle Valandir. We gave him every chance to adapt and change his ways. Instead, he cursed these crowds. A trap for all that carry Coralania blood. Doomed to dance, never to leave. The dancing wasn't Valandir. I don't know who it might be. My cousin Lirianwe doesn't seem all the way here. We're subject to some whim of hers or some other master I don't know. Speak to her. She looks different from the rest of us.
Oh, new faces? How exciting. Are you one of the servants that Siluran hired from the mainland? I didn't think he'd ever win that argument against Valandir. Whatever your opinions on necromancy, there's no denying that skeletal servants are simply more practical. Followed it through the Wailing Gardens, did you? I see. My brothers must have sent you to tease me. Twins are so fickle. But I won't let you ruin my night, whoever you are. Look at my audience. See how they dance. And soon, you'll dance for me too. A threat to get you to dance with Valandir. Didn't you say you were his guest? I was hoping to see him and Siluran. My dear brothers always encouraged me to be less shy with my singing. Will Valandir be here soon?
Ah! More? More sisters?
Come, trespasser. I won't have Leary see me like this.
Everyone comes to hear me sing. Everyone comes to hear me sing. Everyone comes to hear me sing.
That thing isn't my sister. It's some artless fabrication containing a fragment of her at best. She seems to think this is some sort of party where she's been asked to sing, like she always wished for, like we always encouraged her to do. I stand by my initial assessment. Leary never would have conspired with those who opposed me. She was a practicing necromancer herself. Her skill might have matched mine given time. But what I've seen here could only have been done by a necromancer. These fragments of my sister's body and spirit are the byproduct of a necromantic procedure of my own invention. I never got it quite right. Hard enough to believe that she might have betrayed me, but then to do this to herself? It's unthinkable. Very astute. That is where I left my notes, and several hindrances to those who would go seeking my work. Fret not. I will guide you safely through them. But do tell Gaz to brace herself. It's as bad down there as she fears.
Even if I wanted to stop dancing, the music won't let me.
All right, Gaz. No need to panic. You have no idea what's down that trap door. It could be anything. It could be some spirit in need of guidance. What's that fog up ahead? Valendir? A little help?
You can't rely on magic. Change your strategy.
do you think you'll make with that?
So the miasma trap performed perfectly. In the event of my death, portions of these chambers would fill with a deadly toxin to zombify any that wandered into its mire. Another layer of defense against those who would steal or destroy my work. At full power, I might command those zombies to do my bidding. I would have no need for the aid of some ragtag band of trespassers. It would be done in an instant. In this diminished form, I will need your assistance and guidance. You're clever, trespasser. Well worth the gold I've promised you. If only you'd been at my side during the time of our clan's revolution, this manor would still be mine. As before, I will act as the blunt instrument to clear my path to revenge.
The smell down here. It's horrible.
Oh, come on. Doesn't smell any worse than the awful pits back home. Got the stomach of a puny elf.
Very well. Guide me, and let us end this indignity quickly.
You know what? I'll let you go ahead.
miasma clears. There's something here. A letter, I think. I thought these shambling wretches looked familiar. My traitorous kin fell right into my trap. Ready. Mark the way for me then.
Attack!
If I didn't know better, I'd assume you guided me into danger on purpose. Come, let us try again.
Victory is cruel. Defeat is worse.
The room is clear. There. Is that the spirit of my cousin Glendeval? Speak with him.
Who are you? Clearing the miasma like that? All these years I spent wandering after my shambling body, trying to guide it to one of those valves, so my cousin might collect it and restore me as promised. Was it all a lie to keep me out of the way? Valendir? No. Valendir is dead. Contained. This is all his doing. For all our conspiring, we never knew the measures he planned in the event of his death. A curse trapping the souls of all who betrayed him. Damn him! I made the poison, but we needed another to pass it to his hand. Someone he trusted during the time of revolution. His sister, Mirianwe. Sometimes I hear her singing. She is still here. We traitors will always be here. Everything went wrong. I can't be sure. Wait. You know about the soul cage? You speak with Valendir. Please, if he is not your enemy, perhaps you can persuade him to release the souls trapped here. Haven't we suffered enough? Hasn't he?
Suffer in pieces, cousin.
No! Mercy!
I swore to protect this family, and this is the thanks I get? Traitorous scum.
Did you need something? Flesh-crafting tools, blunted from recent use. How is that possible? Let us keep searching. Come, my most resourceful gift. I expected treachery. I knew our extended family planned to forsake our necromantic legacy and bid the three queens for power. But they were no match for my mastery of death. So, they conspired my disposal by way of those closest to me. I've wondered the same thing. Whoever had the foresight for such an implement would need to understand a great deal of necromantic theory. A practice that much of the rest of my family was eager to distance themselves from at that point in time. I was, and she had such a gift for it. But her heart was always with her music, and I never stood in the way of that, or tried to persuade her to give up that passion. Why then? Why would she conspire against me? Why pass me that poisoned cup? Is that an impatience for treasure I hear? Fear not, my obedient friend. The wealth that drew my clan's treacherous descendants for decades will be yours soon enough. Let us go to my chambers, where I met my end. There is something I must see. Return to the manor foyer and head up the stairs. Turn right at the top, and you will find the door to my room. Make haste. I will explain more when we get there.
I will not entertain this line of questioning for another instant, trespasser. Not until we find proof of my sister's guilt. She was the only one I trusted completely. Of course, that would mean she was perfectly poised to murder me. Siluron? Kill me? To what? Take my place? He wasn't a necromancer. And he never had the gall to kill a skeever, let alone his twin brother. Besides, we'd have seen his soul shambling around like the others. Siluron, don't make me laugh.
The books, you little know-it-all. I'm not going anywhere.
You're just trying to ruin my fun because you haven't punched any ghosts
yet. My quarters, where I died. Be my hands and eyes, will you? Search the room.
If it gets us one step closer to treasure, fine.
What? Siluron was the mastermind behind this treachery?
I adore books. They're like magical keys that open up worlds and change perspectives.
That cup. Leary handed it to me and I took it without thinking. It's the last thing I remember. That was Leary's. She had the cup in one hand and that in the other.
What's she doing here? I knew we weren't alone.
Siluron! Oh, Siluron, what have you done? Valendir swore to protect us. How could you do this to your own flesh and blood? He passed me the cup to give to Valendir. It was something he always did to resolve their quarrels. I didn't know it was poisoned. When Valendir said it tasted strange, I tried it for myself. Now I'm here, trapped. He's here. He's always been here, trying to restore a mortal form for me. Each time his failure fractures me. There is so little left of me. I don't want to live again without my brothers. I just want peace. Please, stop, Siluron.
Her aura radiates suffering. Valendir, what can we do to help her? To help you?
To think that I labored under the delusion that a necromancer of skill was behind this treachery. Instead, it was my talentless parasite of a brother, Siluron, harming Leary, leeching off my soul. Help me stop him, and my treasure is yours. He wasn't in the gardens. It seems he sends the fragments of Leary there to keep them out of his way. Placated. But we know he makes occasional visits to the reanimatorium. That much was clear from the state of my old flesh-crafting tools.
I'm not certain. If he were practiced in necromancy enough to use thralls, why not command them to dispel the miasma? He must have been using it to his advantage. His journal said something about having no shortage of subjects to practice on, yes? He practiced necromancy on the bodies of those who became trapped here, preying on kin and treasure hunters alike. But none have come for some time, have they? Until you and your... Wait, where's Orbesh? She didn't touch the bookshelf, did she?
Orbesh was just here, wasn't she? By the bookshelf? I wasn't watching. Where did she go? Is it a secret door? Orbesh! Orbesh! Where could she have gone?
That's got it!
Orbesh! I can't sense her aura anywhere nearby. Where is she? If Orbesh went through that miasma, she'd be dead. She can't be dead. Let's look around. Valendir, start talking or I'm going to take a lesson from my sister and start throwing fists. Where is she?
My brother needs your sister alive, Trespasser. Your tusked friend there looks ready to snuff me out like a candle. In this diminished state, I fear she could do so easily. That would not be ideal. Quickly, the cloth matches the garb of your belligerent companion. She must have been taken this way. That lantern. I've seen one of its make before. My cousin, Ilhidel, carried one when she came to try to persuade me to give up my necromantic ways. It's a relic used by Meridian cultists to ward against necromantic effects. Brought here by our dead cousins. It must be how Siluron survived the miasma. Affix it to that armor. Once I move, stay inside the aura of the lantern. Understood?
I won't be any help in a fight. But if you clear the path for me, I'll be right behind you.
As long as you keep the undead
the
at
last
bay,
of them.
we should emerge unscathed.
I am not afraid of you.
Stay close, Trespasser. I endeavor to keep you safe. You're more than halfway now by my estimation. Keep going. Nearly there. Then we'll clear the way for Gauze. Her dedication to her sister is quite touching. We're lucky that valve is still intact.
There she is! Orbesh!
Let us dispose of these trespassers. Nice try, Siluron. We found your journals. You've mistreated my guests and outstayed your welcome. As if I wouldn't welcome... I have no quarrel with you, stranger. Someone who has survived the Manor's traps this long must know better than to ally with Valandir. This curse, this whole manor was his doing. What sways you to the side of this treacherous snake? That treasure is not his to give. Valandir had his time at the head of the table, keeping our legacy shackled to his putrescent art of necromancy. But I am the eldest twin! It should be mine! All of this should be mine! I don't give a right fig about the gold! I cared about family, the revolution! The followers of the Three Queens would not abide necromancers, not Valandir, not Lyri! I killed Valandir so Lyri could bring him back. It was the only path to compromise! No, trespasser. I buried compromise and forgiveness around the turn of the era. I have learned and lost too much to make amends now. I just need a body for Lirianwe. Yours, or those of your companions, anyone's will do. Come then, see what I've learned while There you go again, blaming me for your own shortcomings. You haven't changed a bit. No! I've been trapped here too long to be stopped now!
You make sure that's really Valandir.
Trespassers, it's me, Valandir. Use the soul cage, quickly! I told you I would find a more dignified form soon enough. It seems only fitting. Especially since Siluron was using my vitality to keep himself alive all these years. Taking his body is not suitable recompense for all he's done. But it's a start. Trespasser, I didn't even know he was alive until you discovered as much. I assumed my murderer came from the ranks of those following the Three Queens. That they'd have killed him for his association with me. I was wrong to underestimate him. I've got half a mind to siphon his soul and prolong my years. To use him as he used me. And yet, some part of me pities him. I'd hate to copy his ill-laid plans. And I know Lyri wouldn't approve. She's been through enough, I think. I'm not sure if I can undo Siluron's damage from his unskilled attempts to restore her, and if it's what Lyri herself wants. Let us tend to them, Trespasser. Lirianwe and Orbesh. And then, Treasure. You have my word.
Orbesh! Wake up! Damn you, wake up!
What's going on? The brother! Siluron! He grabbed me! But I got some good punches in before everything went dark, I swear. Where? Huh. That's not ideal. Well, thanks for not letting that happen. Gaz is here too? Figured she'd be glad to finally be rid of me. Panic, I can believe. That sounds like Gaz. But saving me? You know, just before I blacked out, it struck me how much Gaz and I sounded like Valandir and Siluron. Of course she did, because she's always copying my ideas. I mean, she may chip my tusks sometimes. But I guess her coming to save me means we don't hate each other as much as those two elves did. That's gotta count for something, I guess.
The treasure is through that door, Trespassers. Go. I will follow shortly.
treasure! I can't believe it! I'm rich!
I told you the gold was still here.
I'm glad we saved Orbesh. And we found the treasure, just like she wanted. I really didn't anticipate this haunting going this way. And I'm sure Orbesh didn't either. I suppose we did help Valendir resolve the unfinished business of his murder. But having him come back to life and take over his twin brother's body? That's gotta be a new one, even among seasoned ghost hunters. Seeing what transpired between Valendir and Siluran changed my perspective. They both wanted the same thing, just like me and Orbesh. In the end, their differences and stubbornness tore them apart. I don't want that for us. If she doesn't, she will soon. And then she'll claim she was the first one to think of it. I'm kidding. Mostly. I don't know how she feels. I guess there's only one way to find out. I hope the next haunting I handle isn't quite so intense. And if Orbesh decides to follow me, I can put up with her punching ghosts if the need arises. It's much easier to share credit and gold if we're not rivals. Thanks for teaching us that. I suppose now I have to do the right thing and talk to Orbesh. And apologize. It goes against how we were raised, but maybe that's for the best. I've just gotta wait until her aura indicates that she'll be receptive to that sort of discussion. I got all the credit for our first haunting. I should have shared it. But people made their assumptions because Orbesh is the way she is. I didn't stop them. I thought it might finally get her to stop following me and just go home. Orbesh is everything the Stronghold wanted her to be. I was never good enough for them. Leaving home felt like I'd finally get the chance to be my own person. Her following felt like she was trying to take that from me too. I'm not sure. Where better to practice ghost hunting than a cursed island? But I'm not keen on staying anywhere frequented by the worm cult. I'll figure it out in time. But this wasn't a typical haunting. There's still so much to follow up on. Valendir promised away his fortune without really thinking about it. He seems happy that Lyri passed on, but what are his plans for Siluran? Maybe Orbesh and I could keep an eye on him. Make sure he doesn't get into any trouble. I might as well, if she's just going to follow me around everywhere. It's a different world from the one Valendir knew. We can help him navigate it. And maybe, in return, he can help keep me and Orbesh from ending up like him and Siluran. I can read auras, remember? If he gets up to no good, I'll be able to sense it. Right now, his aura is radiating pain and uncertainty. After almost losing Orbesh, I can see why. Losing family, even those you had a falling out with, can't be easy. I got all the credit for our first haunting. I should have...
Approach, Feather.